good afternoon, and I want to welcome you to Okanagan Valley Baptist Church. You know, we're excited as British Columbia moves into phase 2 of the restart plan. I wanted to take a moment and I wanted to kind of show you around our building and kind of give you a visual as to what we're doing here at Okanagan Valley Baptist Church for our restart, wanting to restart safely, wanting to restart responsibly, but really getting things kicked off. And so come on with me and let me show you around the building a little bit and give you an idea of what we're doing in our response with COVID-19. So you're probably getting used to this by now, that most businesses are having an entrance and an exit. They're trying not to go through the same door. And come on inside. Maybe you've never been inside yet. We'd love to show you around here a little bit. And so as we come in, the first thing I want you to notice, first of all, is we've put some delineators, some arrows, and some markers here. And what this is going to allow us to do, again, is just kind of control the flow of traffic a little bit. Protocols they're asking us to do is to keep the gathering still to 50 people. And so we are honoring that. We've structured our services in a way where we have some different options for services. So we have our 1 o'clock adult Bible classes, and then 2 o'clock for our main service. And then we have a 6 o'clock evening service on Sunday. And then right now, we're about to start church in about an hour and 15 minutes for our Wednesday growth point. And what that does is it just gives multiple service opportunities, and it keeps that gathering down to that 50 mark. And so I hope that you can come and join us. So as we come in and we kind of follow our arrows and our markers to control the flow of traffic, I just wanted to show you, number one, our kind of our pre-checklist here. And so I don't know if you can see this well, but here it is. This is called our pre-attendance checklist for all in our household. And so I'm sure you can read a couple of the questions that we have here. Have you traveled outside of Canada in the last 14 days? Have you had contact with someone who has traveled in a known area of COVID-19? Have any of you had contact with someone? Any of the symptoms? And it's just kind of a pre-checklist. Again, just trying to keep it in people's minds. Here at our sanitation table, we have a couple of different options of hand sanitizer. We are supplying gloves, and so we do supply some gloves here so people can wear gloves. We also, and I'll just kind of hold this up for you, I also left this out. This is our return to church policies and plan. And just to give you an idea of some of the contents, the social distancing, sanitation of the facilities, schedule of services, what we're doing for the children's ministries, kind of all of those who have underlying conditions. We wanted to make sure we've made this available, so we've left that on our sanitation table. We come in here, we try to keep all the doors propped open, and the reason why we do that, again, is so we can minimize contact with the handles. And in between all of the services, we do try to wipe everything down and do a thorough sanitation of the building. So come on into the main auditorium and I'll kind of show you what we're doing in here. Again, we still have our arrows here. I'll kind of give you a bit of a panorama here of our auditorium. As you see, we've set up significantly different. We have gone and we've measured off our 2-meter difference between groups of chairs. And you'd say, why are there sometimes 4 and 2 and 1? Well, families can still sit together, and maybe a couple, maybe someone who's come in just visiting on their own. We're asking all of our, all of our church family, all of our friends as they come in to avoid handshaking. So come on over here, and what we do here is we've put all of our songbooks in that. We've kind of just set them aside for right now, and we've put all of our words and all of our singing onto the screens. And so again, instead of just passing around books, right? And you know what happens when people read books, they open it up and they can't get to that page. So what do? They do the and sometimes they want to flip. And so we've put the songbooks back. Our offering plates for anyone who'd like to give, we set them on the back, kind of stationed here with an usher, and so people can kind of come back, and if they'd like to give a cash or check for their tithes, offerings, or donations to the church, they can do that. what we've really stepped up is giving many different options to give, and so we've moved a lot to online giving, and so we have different various means of doing that, and you can check that out on our website at ovbc.ca. And just as we kind of end our tour here, you kind of got a view of the auditorium. Again, after services, we've made this fire exit over here, we've made this our exit. And so just before the end of service, one of our ushers will come and they just pop open the door. And we just ask people as they come in this way, and just the way we've laid it out, the flow comes in, and then you come down, and then you can exit the building. We have a parking lot attendants out there. And what the parking lot attendants do is just help keep the cars spaced abroad as well. And so those are just some of the things that we're doing here at Okanagan Valley Baptist Church. The Bible commands us to meet together. I believe it's an important part of Christian worship. To the gathering together of like-minded believers to strengthen one another, to encourage one another. We love our time around the Word of God. We love to sing, and we love to have the piano play and the guitars and different things. But also, I believe that we as people need that interaction. And so we want to provide that, but we want to do that in a safe and a responsible way. And so I want to personally invite you to come and visit us here at Okanagan Valley Baptist Church. We meet at 4106 Pleasant Valley Road, right here in Vernon, BC. So whether you have a church home or not, maybe you're just exploring faith, we'd like to invite you to come visit us here and worship with us. And we hope that you'll find our facilities welcoming, clean, but most importantly, that you would find a spirit of worship here at Okanagan Valley Baptist Church. Have a great evening and hope to see you at one of our services. Lord bless you.